I recently had the privilege of attending Influence, which is the National Speakers Association conference. And while I was there, of course, we heard from some phenomenal speakers. There were so many speakers that I was looking at that I'm like, I want to be you when I grow up. There was camaraderie, and it felt amazing to be surrounded by people who understood. We all have that professional tribe that when we get there, we're like, these are my people. But there was one thing that happened on the very first day that continued throughout the entire 3-day conference. And it struck a chord. And we were listening to a speaker. It was a husband and wife team. And they were talking about their must be nice moment. It was the beginning of their career, their speaking career. They were trying to make it work. It wasn't working. They were trying to figure out who they wanted to be as a speaker, which is painful. And they were struggling. And then he looked across at another speaker, and the speaker was was a motivational speaker. I believe the speaker had lost both legs and gone up Mount Everest or something like that. And he caught himself saying, must be nice. And immediately he knew that there was something that was a little bit not right about that. Not in a I feel shame way, but in a I need to think about this way. And so he asked the audience, what is your must be nice? What is something that you have that fuels you to be great at what you do? Then he also reminded us that we need to stop looking at other people's must be nice. Now, I'm sure you've experienced this, where you're at work, you're going for, let's say, a promotion, and the news comes out, you didn't get the promotion. Instead, the person that got the promotion is Johnny. Immediately you're like, well, if my parents had the money to send me to an Ivy League, then I would have gotten that promotion. That's what it means to do the must be nice. In a world where we spend so much time comparing through social media and different conversations, we sometimes can judge our worth based on other people's journey. That's not healthy. And at least for me, it's never brought any joy. It's brought a lot of the opposite, but never brought any joy. Because you're going through, if you find that conversation happening in your head, oh, well, it must be nice if I had X, Y, and Z, then I would have been able to do the same thing. What is your must be nice? What is something that is uniquely you, that you bring to the table? Because when you know what your must be nice is, then it's easier to determine what you should be doing with it. I did a lot of work into what my must be nice is. And we'll talk about it at the beginning of next year. It's a lot of exciting news coming up. But don't compare. Don't compare your story to anybody else's. Find your must be nice. Don't worry about anybody else. Celebrate them when they win, and hope that they celebrate you when you win. Thank you for joining me for this week's Weekly Wisdom. Have a wonderful week. And don't forget, you got this. I'll see you next week.